Hello, my dear students, and welcome back. You know, exams are just around the corner, and I know things can get a little bit, well, stressful. But please, don't you worry, because today I'm going to share a secret weapon, a little trick that's going to help you absolutely ace your English paper. It's called note-making. Trust me, it's a total game changer, and I'm going to show you exactly how to become a master at it.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll talk about that really frustrating feeling when you forget everything in an exam. You know what I'm talking about. Then I'll show you why note-making is basically your new superpower to fix that problem. After that, we're going to make some notes together, step by step. We'll cover the golden rules, do a super quick practice, and I promise you, by the end of this, you will feel so ready for your exam.
Okay, tell me if this sounds familiar. You spend hours, and I mean hours, reading a chapter. You feel like, okay, I've got this. But then, when you try to remember it the next day, or even worse, in the middle of the exam hall, poof, it's just gone. It's such a common problem, but Joan, so believe me, you're not alone in this.
This quote, it just perfectly captures that feeling, doesn't it? It's so frustrating. The answer is right there, somewhere in your head, but the words, they just won't come out. But what if I told you there's a simple, really powerful way to prevent this kind of memory blackout from ever happening again?
That's right. The solution, the superpower that I've been talking about, is note-making. Now, this isn't just about randomly writing things down. No. It's a really smart technique to lock that information into your brain and help you score those top marks you deserve.
So here's the magic behind it. Note-making helps you pull out the most important ideas from these long chapters and kind of shrink them down into a short, easy-to-remember format. Just imagine this, revising an entire chapter in just 5 minutes right before your exam. Now that's the kind of power we're talking about. All right, enough talk. The best way to learn anything is by actually doing it, right? So let's make some notes together, right here, right now. And we'll use a passage that's straight from your NCERT textbook so you can see exactly how this works in a real exam situation. So here is our practice passage. It's all about a type of bird called a pheasant. Now I know it might look like a lot of text, but don't you worry. We're going to break it down together, and we're going to pull out only the most important stuff. Let's do this.
We're going to follow 4 really simple steps. Okay? First, we read and underline. Second, we ask questions to find the key facts. Third, we write down our main points. And finally, fourth, we number and organize everything neatly. See? Super easy.
Step 1 is the easiest. All you have to do is read through the passage one time. And as you're reading, I want you to think like a detective who's looking for clues. Underline any word or any phrase that seems important. You know, a name, a place, a number, or a key fact. Don't write anything down just yet. Just read and mark. Now for step 2. This is where we start pulling out the information. We're going to ask the passage some simple questions based on all the things that we just underlined. So let's start with the most basic one. What is this whole passage about? Exactly. The answer is right there in the very first line. The passage is about pheasants. So that becomes the main heading for our notes. Simple, isn't it? Okay, let's keep going.
All right, let's dig a little deeper now. Just scan through the text again. Can you find the answers to these 2 questions? Where are pheasants from? And where did they originally come from?
Perfect. The passage tells us they are mostly from Asia, and about 1/3 of them are found right here in India. And their origin? The Himalayas. See how we're just pulling out the key facts? We don't need any long sentences.
And now, step 3. We take all the answers from our questions and we turn them into these short little points. Now look very closely at this. We are not writing full sentences. We're using phrases. This is the absolute key. For example, instead of writing, "Pheasants are shy birds with bright plumage," we just write, "Pheasants, shy birds, bright plumage." It's so much faster and easier to remember.
Fantastic. You've just seen how easy it is to pull out all the main ideas. Now, let's quickly go over the official golden rules. These are the rules that will make your notes absolutely perfect and help you get those full marks in your exam. Okay, so here are the most important things to remember. First, always keep your notes short. Second, and this is the most important rule of all, so listen carefully, use only phrases, not complete sentences. Third, organize your information logically, which we'll look at in just a second. Fourth, use abbreviations. And fifth, feel free to just skip small words like an, the, and in. They just take up space.
Now, let's talk about how to organize your points. As you can see on the screen, there are two common ways to do it. You can either use numbers with Roman numerals and letters, or you can use the decimal system. And guess what? Both are perfectly correct, so you just pick the one that you find easier. The really important thing is to indent, which just means leaving a little bit of space for your subpoints to keep everything looking neat and tidy. And here's another great time-saving trick for you. Abbreviations. These are just short forms of long words. For example, government becomes goved. Simple. You can also use symbols, like the ampersand symbol for the word and. This is going to help you write your notes so much faster. All right, you've learned the theory and you've seen an example. Now it's your turn to try it out. I absolutely know you can do this. So let's get ready for a quick practice run. I really want you to try this for yourself, okay? In just a moment, I'm going to show you a new passage. And I want you to pause this explainer, grab a notebook and a pen, and make notes using the 4 steps and all the golden rules we just talked about. Are you ready? Okay, here is your practice passage. It's about coal and petroleum. So go ahead, pause the explainer right now and give it your best shot. Don't worry, I'll be right here waiting when you're done. And you're back. Welcome back. So how did you do? Don't worry if it wasn't perfect, okay? That's what practice is for. Let's compare our notes. Here are the main points that I pulled from the passage. Did you get similar ones? And did you remember to use phrases instead of full sentences? Just check your work against this. I promise you, every single time you practice, you will get better and better. And just like that, you have learned the art of note-making. You now have a superpower that is going to help you not just in English, but in every single subject. You can use this for history, for science, for anything at all. You are now officially more prepared and so much more confident for your exams. So before you go, please let me know in the comments, what other topics are you finding a little bit tricky? Is it letter writing, maybe tenses? Just let me know and I'll make a simple explainer on it just for you. If you found this helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, you are all brilliant and you are going to do wonderfully in your exams. All the very best, Pachon. I'll see you in the next one.